Hello everyone, my name is Soulmonger and I'd like to welcome you guys back to the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And in this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys my path to Skyview Dungeon. And I am at the sealed grounds right now and I ran into this traveler. This won't be a playthrough, this will more or less be a video cut up to show you guys kind of what I went through, who I met, and what I've seen on my way to the dungeon to kind of get you guys up to speed. I'm not sure if I will do this in between every dungeon or not because it does take a while and you do have to cut down every video and chop it up a lot, but I'd love to get you guys feedback and let me know if you like this kind of video or if you would more or less want me to stick to just making of the dungeons. And so I ran into this lady here in the sealed grounds and she's just going to open up a path to the woods for me, and she's just has been waiting here for me for a long time. So I will pick it up again after she gets done talking and we will move on from there on what we did. We will be going into the Faron Woods and then the Deep Woods, and then finally we will get to Skyview Temple. You stand under the roof of the sealed temple, a place built by the goddess an eternity ago. Your arrival here was predestined many years ago. The spirit maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you, descending to this land in a shower of light. There is no doubting it, the gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet all is not as it should be. The spirit maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. I feel an evil power working in the shadows. It moves to warp the destiny of which you two are a part. Link, you are concerned for the Spirit Maiden and seek her whereabouts. Yes. And the Spirit Maiden, to keep you guys informed, is Zelda. That is understandable. But for now, you must focus on moving forward. That girl has her own purpose she must pursue, as do you. So this lady's just kind of like an informative person just to set us on our way. Alright, the Faron Woods. So we will seek this out. So she's going to give us our map and show us how to mark spots on the map with the C button. And I've also been doing quite a bit of side quests. I'm recording this a little bit later so you guys kind of know where I'm at here. And I'm doing kind of side quests up at Skyview. So I also would like to know if you guys are interested in seeing any of that stuff too. Otherwise, I'll just kind of do that on my own because they do take some time and some are kind of tedious. Like they'll ask you to do something for someone and then you got to go seek out another person. Like I broke some guy's chandelier already, and then I had to deliver his juice to one of the knights. So that was kind of a funny side quest. It was relatively easy. Alright, she showed us how to put the beacon on the map. And that's just C. This will just help out with guiding us in the right direction because it'll show a beam of light, as you guys will see coming up here. This lady's kind of crazy. I don't understand how her hair just keeps moving. Look at that. It's like moves like a pendulum, like a ticking tock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. So she's just pretty much telling me to do what I know I need to do, which is go after Zelda. And I already took the treasure chest. It was a bottle, so you get another bottle with some healing potion in it. And there the magic pendulum swings, slows down as she opens the door. What could be beyond the door? No one knows. The horrors, the monsters, the adventure, the questions. This lady's hat is like awesome. If I could sit with that hat and play this game, I would be at all one with the universe. It would be just epic. Just think as you always wore that hat. It's like your thing. You walk around with that hat thing on. It's like your hat, your jacket, and your pants. In there, I'm spotting something behind me. Can't reach it. So I must move forth through this mystery door. What's behind door number 1? Alright, here we got a little cutscene showing us the beam that we made to kind of show you guys what it looks like. And we are going to be skipping ahead here and battling this guy. And we battled a couple of these guys, and we will meet our first character, a Goron. Thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. I don't know how this guy's voice would be. I think it's be a little deeper. Just who were those red pests? I do not expect to run into a pack of them in such a peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. I owe you a big for taking care of those guys, so let me tell you something fascinating. And now he's going to tell us about the bird statue, which we already know about. Hey bud, I'm Gorko, the Goron. I'm researching the ancient history of these woods here. So meet Gorko. According to the ancient texts, there is some kind of place up above called the Isle of the Goddess, far up in the sky. And as you guys know, Link cannot talk in these Zelda games, so we're just going to go with it. And he's going to tell us all sorts of wacky stuff about what he believes the Sky Temple is going to be, where we are from. And he kind of tells us quite interesting rumors, and that some are true, some are not true. And I kind of thought it was kind of funny. So I put this in here a little bit. I don't know how much you will see on him talking, so. The whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know, but I, for one, believe it to be true. So he believes in the Sky Temple. Otherwise, why would all these statues be here all over the place? And that's a good question. It is a real head scratcher, bud. Makes you want to know more, does it not? So I just, pretend like I'm interested, like the good listener, and say yes. He's a Gorko. He's a lot bigger than me. I don't want to hurt his feelings. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. And so he just goes on, and he talks about Sky Island here and how we get around on huge birds. And he's right that the birds are bigger. And as you guys know, Link can't talk in these, so you can't really respond. You just kind of got to go with it. And even though we're like, oh my gosh, whatever. But he says we live in a perfect society, which is not true, because we all met Groose, who is a pain in the butt. And not only I can tell their civilization is way more advanced than ours, and we are probably more advanced than this Goron. I mean, come in. He doesn't even wear pants. Where are your pants, buddy? Where are they? Put them on, please. Alright. So, let's see what he's got to say next. The buildings are made of gold. See, he heard myths. It's classical myths, and we're just sitting there like, yep, sure. Alright, there are no plump fruit trees that cure all diseases. So I wish I could just like take this guy with me up here, but I don't want to spoil his dreams and happiness and his research. Amazing, right? Wrong. It's beyond amazing. You want to hear more about it, don't you, bud? See, this is where I'm like, no, but being the good citizen Link is, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Alright. So he's going to have to research these statues more to learn more info. But I'm going to come over here and something magical is going to happen. And he's going to be like, whoa! What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? The statue reacted the moment you got near it, bud. How crazy is that? Alright, and we are cutting forward. Alright, Fi's going to tell us about the Faron Woods here. Faron Woods here. And we're just going to get a little cutscene there. You can see the big tree up above. So as she talks about the animals, we are going to be showing the map here on where we are, and you can see the map is pretty large here, but Faron Woods is a pretty big area. It covers almost the whole entire right side, lower right side of the map. So this is going to be a pretty big woods. It will consist of this Faron part and then the deeper woods. And then of course the temple. So we will be on our search for Zelda, and this thing appears in front of us out of nowhere. And so this is, I skipped ahead here a little bit, and I saved this guy from some people. Huh? It's gone quiet? He's like a squirrel with a weird tail. Kiku, now there's a green one. I don't even know it came in green. So I fought a bunch of red bad guys. Don't hurt me, Kiku, Kiweep. And I don't really have a voice for this guy, so we'll make him up as we go. And so I'm going to be chasing this guy down because he has been in contact with Zelda, as Fi will tell me here. And the downsing reading, you can kind of just pick what you want to look with the C button, and then you'll get options. You'll get like Zelda, and you'll get these creatures. You'll get different options, whatever you're searching for, and then it kind of will lead you in the right direction. It's kind of just like a pointer, so that you kind of don't lose your place on where you're going. And these are called Kikwi, I believe. Kikwis are intelligent beings capable of speech. However, such a creature could obviously not be confused with Zelda. Of course it wouldn't. Alright. It is unclear why such a creature would inflict a dowsing response attuned to Zelda. You should follow the creature and investigate this phenomenon. Alright, so I skipped ahead here a little bit. I found him again, caught up with him. It spotted me again! Kee! Hey. Huh? You want to eat me? Quee! And come to think of it, why did all those red guys run off or something? Key plop! I'm Michi. I'm a Kiwi. You seem okay, even though you're scary. Thanks for helping me. That's weird. Kiku, a little while ago I ran into another funny animal like you, but that was a girl. And he doesn't know names. I don't expect him to know names, so I'm gonna ask Ku. I don't know who she was, but she seemed to be a big trouble when I saw her. She a friend of yours? Key. It's like he's saying Key. A packet of mean red guys were after her. Key, but she escaped with the Kiki elder. So this guy, this Kiki, or whatever he's called, very racist guy. He's very against the red guys. Doesn't like the red guys, but he's okay with me because I'm a green guy. So, this little thing, I bet you those guys were beating up on him because he called them the red guys, and he called them a name. Like, you guys are so red? You're so embarrassed? No, I don't know. I don't have a joke for that. So, she's going to mark these on our map, and I actually didn't even use the map to find these guys, really. I just kind of explored. They're relatively easy to find. The one guy, you drop down a hole, you'll see him first. Drop down a hole and find him. I believe the tougher one was in the thick of grass, but you'll see that, and it's pretty obvious part that he's in the thick of grass because it's on a ledge. You really spooked me. Q, missed it. Keep Leap, it sounds like you set on finding this friend and the elder. If you're heading that way anyways, Key, would you mind telling our elder that I'm safe? So, I'm going to have to meet up with the elder here in a little bit, and he's going to make me find these guys in order for him to give me any information I want on Zelda, because he's stubborn like that, and he's too lazy to go look for these guys on his own. So, here I'm running to show you guys the location of the first guy here. And he's right under that bush. So we find him, and he thinks we're gonna eat him for some reason, but he doesn't even look that tasty. And this guy is, let's see what his name is. Well, it doesn't, I guess it's Ulo. And I guess it doesn't matter what really his name is, but we're finding these two guys. I'm not sure how much in contact we will be with these creatures throughout the game. They seem to be more of a beginning level tedious guy, and they don't seem to be do much for us because they seem like big cowards and they hide a lot. But we will meet up with their king in a little bit here, and I will skip ahead again here at this spot. First, oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, you can roll into like all trees and it will drop down items or hearts or rupees for you guys. So if you're short on rupees, it's a good idea to roll into some trees. So here we are. We're about to, you see that big fur ball thing? That's the king. Found our way up here, and I'm gonna cut this rope. And then you can swing on ropes in this game. All you do is hold the Wii remote up and down and then swing it back and forth, and you don't have to swing with the rope. It'll just automatically swing back and forth for you. If you just do it out of rhythm, it'll just keep getting faster and faster, which is kind of nice because I could see it being quite a bit of a pain if you had to swing with the rope real slow, real back, and then kind of just speed up gradually. So I got a lucky jump there. And here we go, swinging across, and look at this guy, his just butt's just sitting there. He's got the butt with feet, and I'm just standing here. I don't know what happened. I'm just standing here. I'm in a maze of why he's laying on his stomach with his butt. I hope I don't get farted on. And he turns around, and oh my gosh, I forgot what this guy looked like. That is funny. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, because we're all looking at this guy. He looks like a giant nutsack with feet. I'm sorry, but he does. One side he's got a beard on, and the other side he's just covered in hair. And I'm sorry if I offended you guys with that, but I mean, come on, guys. Why would you create a creature that looks exactly like this? I think it's fun, kind of funny though. And so he is gonna make us go and find his other minions or whatever the heck they are. Machi and Orlo are safe, so he's gonna make me find the other two. And because of the monsters in the forest, he doesn't leave this spot, even though he's way bigger than any of these monsters and probably could just belly flop on them and own them. But he's too scared. I think he's scared of, I don't know what he's scared of. He's got a mask on. He's got like the Robin mask from Batman on, and then like a really fake mustache. So he's looking for the rest of his tribe, like I said, and I will come back in here when this cutscene is over. And then I'll talk about where the next locations of these guys are. Alright, so we are battling this guy. There was a couple other ones that were defeated too as well, but I sped it up a little bit. And then we're going to pick up this skull here. Or actually, we did not. Kiku! And then this guy's up in a tree. Don't know how he got up there. But I know it's a rope. So he saw that we fought off the red guys, so that means we're a good guy, and we're trying to help him out. And his legs are now jelly. Look at him twitch. I can't believe it. I'm so scared. I'm up this tree. How did you get up there in the first place? And now you can't get down. It's kind of like the ladder height deal that I have. Once you get up there, you're fine until you gotta get down. Then you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta climb down this. How am I gonna get down this? Alright, so we are going to simply just roll into the tree. Like I mentioned earlier, you can roll into trees and it'll cause a thud. And then you can just knock things down from the trees. In this case, it'll be a rope that we knock down. So here we go. I'm going to grab this stuff first because I wanted to get this skull. And anytime you can get these items, definitely pick them up. Get everything you can because you're going to need that stuff to upgrade weapons, items, potions. Alright, so there, I failed first attempt, and we're gonna do another one. So the rope comes down, and he doesn't even use a rope. He doesn't even use a rope. Come on, man. He just falls down, and he's like, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. No big deal. Ouch! That was ineffective. Anyway, thanks. I'm saved. Curb leap. Really? The other was worried about me? Well, I'm glad to hear he's safe. Quee-coo. My name's Lopsa. If you see the elder, can you tell him where I am? Oh, Quee, my legs are still shaking. Alright, so these guys are pretty durable. It's not like throwing a baby down the stairs. Well, that was kind of uncalled for. Delete that from memory. And we talk to Fi again quickly, and he's scared of Fi. Or she. He or she. We don't know what it is. It could be both. Oh my gosh. And it's a relief to hear the elder is safe. Alright, you said the same thing, buddy. Alright, so we are going to climb the rope. Usually, first I'm going to grab a heart, but then we did climb the rope, jump on over, and then we came to this log thing in the forest somewhere, and we are climbing these vines. And you can leap across with the vines, so if you see a gap in there, don't be worried, just leap across with a quick flick of the Wiimote, and you're good to go. And then we just keep going down, and then we're going to drop down here. And this is the patch of grass, and as you see that thing in front of us, that different colored spot of rocks, I believe that's a bomb area, so take note of that, because we're going to come back here later on probably and blow that hole up. We don't have a bomb bag yet, so we cannot carry bombs, but bombs are important in Zelda as they reveal a lot of secrets, and usually there's a distinguish secret between the coloring, as you can see there, and you kind of can know, but sometimes it's a little bit more hidden, and you have to cut every blade of grass there in order to talk to this guy. So this is the last guy, and after we get done talking with him, we are going to be going back and talking with the elder, and he's going to provide us with some more information on Zelda. So I hope this helped you guys out. If you are stuck looking for these guys, I hope you can now find them. They're pretty easy. They're the first real puzzle that you have in this game. So all you have to do is basically just search around. You gotta fall through the hole for the first one. Second one was in the tree, and then this guy was up here. And I'm sorry, the first one you just automatically run into. And so the elder is okay, because we can, I don't know how we're communicating with him, but through our minds we are communicating. This guy's got the weirdest mustache ever. He's got the painted on green mustache. He's like, I really want a mustache. I'm gonna make it with leaves. I'm gonna glue these on here, and then he used super glue and he can't get it off, so he's like, oh, I'll just grow up with these 2 blades of grass on my face. So here we are, dropping down, and we're back. So now we're gonna go talk to the elder quick, and he's just hanging out still. We're gonna talk to him. He's gonna give us some whereabouts on Zelda. So, and he will also give us an item, which will be very nice, because we will get our first item. And usually you don't pick up too many like items or weapons off the backs of big giant looking weird nutsack things, but in this case we do. And you usually get items more or less in dungeons, so this was kind of a bonus, but it's not like an item that you're going to use all the time in this game, because I believe we're going to get a bow and arrow later on, and a bow and arrow will outdo a slingshot every time. So it's kind of more or less just an early item that you get in most Zelda games. But it can be upgraded to a spread shot, which I read up when I went up back to Skyview. And I don't know exactly what you need to upgrade it. I do know you need 3 different items, and you need some of those amber relics. But that would be kind of cool to have the spread shot, because I'm not sure if an arrow will be able to ever do that. But maybe you might be able to shoot 3 arrows at a time sometime. So that'd be kind of a cool thing. So he's showing us the direction to go to, and then all of a sudden, watch this. Boom! He just tumbles over, almost nails us. See, he could just do that to all the enemies. And then magically out of his tail, it turns into a slingshot. Are you kidding me? Like, how uncomfortable would it be to stuff a slingshot in your tail, like inside of yourself, and just wait for the most opportune time to bust it out? And why is it there? Why is it there? And then we're going right for the stink hole, and I can't get up there. He's like, yeah, you just climb up on me. Just climb up on me. And I'm just sitting here. I struggled with this a little bit. And what you got to do here is take a running start. I believe you can't just like jump up. See, I want to just jump up there, but it's not letting me. Let me see here. I can't remember exactly how I get up here. Nah. All right. Oh, see, I accidentally talked to him. He was like, yeah, just climb up on me. Just no big deal. But why couldn't he just like turn back upright and then it'd fall down? So there I am over by his butt again. And here I'm gonna take a long. I gotta get to a full-out sprint to get up there, I believe, and I think I'll figure that out here in a second. And there it is. Perfect. So we got the slingshot, and we can shoot Dooku seeds with this. So you have to have seeds in order to shoot it. They're not. You can't just shoot these all the time. You actually have to physically have seeds, and you start out with 20. So here I skipped ahead to the deep forest, and we meet up with our Goron friend again, and he's going to tell us about these cubes things. And now these cube things are very interesting. All you got to do is hold your sword skyward up in the air and then strike these down, and then they'll elevate up into the sky. And then when you go back to the sky later on, there'll be like new islands and floating in the sky that you can go visit with new things to do. So that's kind of a cool thing. And these are scattered throughout the land, so definitely make note of these and go hit them when you can. And they are called the goddess cubes, as our friend the Goron calls them. So the rest of this video, I'll just show you guys. I'll just leave it off here, and you can watch the rest of it or not, but it'll just show you me striking a couple of these cubes, and then show the start of the temple, just getting there, not going into it. And let me know your thoughts on this. Again, please let me know if you guys are interested in seeing an in between the temples spot like this. I don't know if I'm going to do it for sure, because it does take a long time to cut up these videos like that, and it would be extremely long, in other words, to do these over and over and over, versus because I'm not really doing a full like walkthrough on the game. I'm just kind of playing through and enjoying it and kind of doing the fun parts and sharing the dungeons with you guys and stuff. So let me know your thoughts on this, but I'll probably do more episodes like this if they're cool ones. So I just wanted to give you guys, show you guys a little bit of the goddess cubes, the slingshot, and how I got to the first temple. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to cut it off here. So have a good day, guys.